Oh, well, you too.
All right, you hear me okay?
I can hear you and see you.
All right.
There you are.
All right, got you. Got it. All right. All right, this is case number 20348047. This is Brightmore Homes versus Angels Stuckey, an occupants of property located at 15477 Bentler. Regarding that matter, I do have a consent order of proposed order of conditional dismissal in regard to that matter. The court is also calling at this time the suffix 8051. That's Renaissance Village versus Brenda Smart and other occupants of property at 19391 Vulturebeck Drive. The court also calls at this time the suffix 80, strike that. The court also calls at this time 20346722. That is Detroit Development Corporation, strike that, Detroit Development Marwood LBHA versus Sharita Watson and other occupants of property at 53 East Marston Street, number 511. Your appearance at this time for the plaintiff, please. Mr. Khan, do I have you here?
Your Honor, Mr. Phillips, I'm representing the defendant on two of those, and two of them at least were Mr. Gann's cases. And to complicate it further, this second one, I believe, is Judge Jones Coleman's courtroom. I was just in her courtroom a minute ago.
All right. All right. Let's kind of walk through it, Dan. You agree, Mr. Phillips, in your appearance for the record with regard to the 8047 matter at this time?
Yes, Ted Phillips appearing for Angela Stuckey, the defendant, P35900. Your Honor, we have a conditional dismissal on that one. Mr. Gann signed off on it. Kevin Callahan was covering his cases, but I know he's tied up at other courtrooms. But both parties have signed off on it.
Well, I do note the signing on those matters, and the court is in fact executing the document at this time. And
Thank you,
we'll
Your
Honor. The copies get out in that regard. Now, Mr. Phillips, you were indicating to me, sir, that in relationship to one of the other cases that I called, that it actually does not belong to me. What's the last?
I may stand corrected, Your Honor, because I thought the one I just had was a Jones Coleman case. 8051 is Brenda Smart is the defendant. I believe you called that one as well.
Yes, and is that okay? So this one is this the one that you believe belonged to another judge on the first one?
Well, I frankly was working from a list that Mr. Gann sent me, and I maybe I misread it, but I had Jones Coleman, and I had sent her the that conditional dismissal.
All right.
So if
yes, sir. That previous
if
one.
I'm wrong, I can resend it to you.
Not a problem. That first case is definitely my case. The suffix 8051. That's my case as well. All right. So
okay.
Regarding this matter, Brenda Smart, you indicate that there's a resolution in this matter. Is that correct, sir?
There is, Your Honor, and I can send you the copy of it within the hour.
All right, very well. The court will sign the agreement upon its presentment. We'll await the same. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Regarding the Watson matter, do I have Sharita Watson on this Zoom? The one at the address of 53 East Marston Street, number 511. All right, and I know that there was someone standing in for counsel, Mr. Gann, and I also know that the defendant has not appeared. And so the court is going to set the matter over and grant a new date. I'll set it over for the 15th of January as the next hearing date of this matter. And I will set it at 9:30 a.m. January 15, 2021. All right, this is case number 2034-8055. This is Jimmy Jones Sr. versus Jeremy Montgomery and Talena Montgomery and other occupants of property at 12066 American Street. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your appearance at this time, counsel? Do I have Mr. Galick on this Zoom?
He was up there, he was stepped away.
All right, we'll recall that matter. I understand that he's not present in the Zoom at this time. Do I have in the Zoom, do I have Jeremy Montgomery? Do I have anyone living at the address at 12066 American Street?
Yes, Jeremy's here.
All right,
Mrs.
thank you.
Montgomery is here also. Tylana Montgomery is here also.
All right, and I see the two of you, so I'll be recalling the matter as the attorney comes back into the Zoom momentarily.
Okay.
Just hold tight. The court calls at this time case number 2034-4616. This is Calvin Lewis versus James Hickman and other occupants of property located at 18082 Wildermere in the city of Detroit. The court has previously heard this matter on a couple of occasions. I know that there is an escrow order in place, answers have been filed, and there is I believe was a circuit court action regarding quiet title regarding this matter. Your appearance at this time for plaintiff?
Oh, Your Honor, this is Roger West, P41391, appearing on behalf of the defendant. I did, Attorney Hill was on the Zoom call earlier this morning. I know he was driving. Yeah, we do have a pending circuit court matter. It was actually set at one point to be heard on the 28th of October, looks like, but it was reset by the court to the 23rd of February. So we would just ask that this matter be, I guess, the order for escrow continue. It was a Judge Kinney case. I'm imagining that he was dealing with that election stuff at the time. That's my only explanation why they adjourned it.
All right, not a problem. And I take it that administration may have generated a closer date than the February date. Because I think we already had February set up.
Oh, okay, because I know that I'm looking at his date for his case is set for the 23rd of February.
Oh, is that's set in circuit court or was that already set?
Oh, that's from the circuit court. Oh, circuit court.
All right, so,
excuse me.
all right, very well. So the court will order the continuation of the escrow order that was previously established by this court on the 15th of September. And the court will set the matter over for, we'll set it for February the 25th. That'll put it just past that hearing in circuit court. And at least we'll have some updated information at that time.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that last statement, the date.
The 25th of February at 9:00 a.m.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the court set the date out that much because of the fact that there is a circuit court matter, and we should have some information because a hearing will occur in the interim. All right, thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court now calls case number 23-46750. This is Mutual Property Management versus Renee Henderson and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit.
February 25th at 9 a.m.
I can't forget that day. My baby be 20 years old that day.
All right, you gotta mute yourself. Okay, got too much sound going on here. Thank you.
Roger Parrish.
It's over with.
All right, again, this is Mutual Property Management versus Renee Henderson regarding property on Petoskey, apartment number 113. The suffix on that case is 6750. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Eli Bijani on behalf of the plaintiff. My bar number is P74626.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Andrea Enright, P70981 for the defendant.
All right, and good morning, and good happy New Year to both of you. It looks like you've reached a resolution. I do have in front of me a consent order of conditional dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor. I submitted that to your clerk yesterday, and we should be ready to sign it.
All right, Mr. Johnny, that makes sense to you, sir?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Right. Is the defendant present on the Zoom at this time? Do I have?
She is not, Your Honor, but she had previously signed that. We signed this right around the time the court shut down in November, and so she was unable to get off work for today. But her signature is on there, and I have her attestation of that as an officer of the court.
Thank you, counsel. I will sign the order at this time, and you'll receive return copies ASAP. All right. Thank you, and good day to you on this matter.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We don't have.
This is case number 23-46494. This is Detroit Rock Management versus Willie Burkett and other occupants of property located at 15114 Littlefield. The matters before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court also has the suffix 6498. That's Rizzo Properties LLC versus Casina Norman and Freeman Armstead and other occupants of property located at 7737 Stout Street. For the plaintiff, your appearance, sir.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick Coleman, P56548, on behalf of the plaintiffs.
Thank you, counsel. With regard to the suffix 6498, Casina Norman for the defendant, please.
Valerie Dahlstrom, P84045, with Michigan Legal Service on behalf of the defendants.
All right, thank you, counsels, and happy New Year to the two of you. It appears that you've reached a resolution regarding the suffix 6498. I've received a consent order of conditional dismissal for entry. Ms. Dahlstrom, is that about the size of this?
Yes, Your Honor, it is. I didn't realize that Tammy had retired, and I emailed it to her. So yes, that is in agreement. We are in agreement.
Thank you.
Your Honor, that is correct. We are in agreement.
All right, I'm signing the order in that document at this time, and you'll receive this back ASAP. With regard to the other matter, do I have the defendant in the other matter, that is Willie Burkett or any person occupying property on Littlefield Street?
Your Honor, for the record, again, Attorney Frederick Coleman,
Yes.
me and Mrs. Dawson have discussed this matter. We're asking for a control date of about a week, 10 days or so. We are almost completely resolved it. We do believe we probably be able to get the conditional dismissal in over the next day or two.
Ms. Dahlstrom, you on this matter as well, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I am. P84045 on behalf of the defendant. Miss Coney is the defendant in the matter. She is in the courtroom today.
And now I have a Willie Burkett on this. And Miss Coney, what is your first name, ma'am?
Paniqua.
Okay, I see it. I see it now. All right. And I'm just writing that in the file now. Excuse me. So I am going to go ahead and grant the adjournment. I have the 14th of January in mind as a control date, so the parties might be able to move forward in regard to this matter. And I'm thinking 9 o'clock a.m. Does that work for the parties in this matter?
That'll be perfect, Your Honor.
That works for me, Your Honor. I hope to have this to you before then.
That would be great as well. And Ms. Coleman, you understand what's going on here, ma'am? Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
All right. All right. So I wish you well, ma'am. I am adjourning it until the 14th of January, 9 o'clock a.m. Parties anticipate we'll have this resolved before that day. All right. Good day on this matter.
Your Honor, I have one other matter with Mrs. Dawson that we also have an agreement on.
All right. Just one moment, Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, Judge.
Miss Coney, I'll be in contact with you later today. It's Valerie Dahlstrom.
All right, thanks.
All right. So you're all set. You can log out.
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Coleman, what's the suffix on the other one that you have, sir? Do you have
The suffix is 2034-6502. I mean, I'm sorry, 65. I'll get a whole case. No, 6502, Your Honor.
6502. 6502.
Well, you know what, Your Honor? That one was already closed. That was done on 12/23, 6502. It said that case was
Oh,
already
you
closed.
must have previously sent an order in on that for dismissal. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's already been, the order has already been entered.
Yeah.
And the file is recorded as closed. Apparently over the closure of the court, you didn't get a return copy. So let's see if we can get some copies out to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, good day.
Your Honor, you and your staff have a wonderful day until tomorrow.
You too.
Likewise, sir.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, let's do 2344-860. That is Smith and Green LLC versus Dwayne Mobley and other occupants of property located at 2938 Garland Street. The matter is before the court. It had an adjourned date of hearing in November due to the shutdown. The matter has been set over for today's date. Your appearance for the defendant, sorry, for the plaintiff, any appearance for the plaintiff at this time?
Morning, Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Horka. Counsel, your appearance.
Yeah, this is Anthony Sortorio for the defendant, Ms. Lockett, P84851. I'm covering for Mr. Lockhart.
All right, thank you, counsel, and good morning to you as well. So what's the status? Somebody update me on this. I know it's been a little while in this regard.
Sure, Your Honor. Mr. Lockhart informs me that a CDC affidavit was submitted to Mr. Horka on January 3rd.
Sure, this is a hearing for eviction. The tenants had previously submitted a CDC declaration, and Mr. Lockhart sent me a second one after the new year came. So based on your previous posture in the case, I think we would just need to adjourn this case until an early February date.
We would agree.
Given the extension of the CDC moratorium, I will then set this matter over. We will set it over for the 4th of February, 2021. 4th of February, 2021. It'll be set on for 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good day, gentlemen.
You too. Ms. Lockett, if you were still on the call, you can certainly log out, okay? And Mr. Lockhart will reach back out to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good day to you, man. Thank you for being here.
You too.
All right, the court now calls. Do I see someone from Mr. Sagati's office or Mr. Sagati?
someone was here, he must
Yeah.
have never filled in.
All right, the court now calls 20-346529. That's Y and L Associates LLC versus Shante Joyner and other occupants of property located at 7711 Greenfield number 202. It appears the parties have reached a resolution in this matter and submitted a proposed order in that regard. For the plaintiff, if you will, I have Mr. Abbott at this time. All right, do I have Miss Seal? Kelsey Seal?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes. Kelsey Sill, P83841, on behalf of the defendant.
All right, thank you, Ms. Seal. Ms. Seal, as indicated, I do have a proposed consent order of conditional dismissal in this file. And it appears that the defendant has signed off on it as well as the respective counsel. That's your understanding of this matter as well, ma'am?
Yes, that is my understanding.
All right. And is Joyner on the Zoom? If so, say something at this time.
I did give her the Zoom information. She did indicate she may have not been able to get on, but I did get her signature on that and go through that with her. So she does understand that order.
Very well. Thank you, Counsel. Counsel, I am signing the order at this time, and you'll receive copies as soon as we get this back out to you. All right. Good day to you, and thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do I have Mr. Wynn back? Do I have Mr. Wynn back on the Zoom?
Jones.
Right.
Okay.
Mr. Katz, are you there? All right, this is case number 23-45306. This is XLNC Investment LLC versus Sanchez Blunt and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 18123 Lasser Road, apartment number 202. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Lavasser, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lavasser. And for the defendant, do I have Ms. Willingham? Your appearance, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jamesia Willingham, P83986, on behalf of Mr. Sanchez Blunt, and he is not on this Zoom call.
All right, thank you, counsel. And Happy New Year to the two of you, and good morning. It looks like I have received the submission of a proposed consent order of conditional dismissal regarding this matter. It looks like everybody has signed off on this, either directly or with permission to do so. Is that correct in this matter, Ms. Willingham?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's your understanding as well, Mr. Lavasser?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will go ahead now and sign off on the order as proposed order as submitted, and we'll get copies out ASAP. Thank you very much on this matter.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, this is case number 23-44830. This is Senatus Fidelis LLC versus Charles Duhart Jr. and other occupants of property at 15235 Foyer, unit number 1. The court is also calling 203-46906. That's Denard White and K&R Management Detroit versus Arthur Powell and Najee Powell and other occupants of property located at 16157 Washburn Street. Your appearance at this time for the plaintiff regarding these matters, sir.
Morning, Joe Horka, P75969. I appear on behalf of the plaintiffs for both the cases court just called.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have an appearance from counsel regarding defendants in either of these matters?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. This is Indra Pandyraj from Lakeshore Legal Aid, P84364. I'm going to be taking over the case for Esther Harris for the case number 203-44830.
Density is typically related. All right, thank you, counsel. Just one moment. All right, so what's somebody update me on the status of this particular matter? Do I have? I believe the defendant is Charles Duhart on this matter. Is defendant on this Zoom?
He's not present here, Your Honor. And also, we would like to state on record that we have made several attempts to get a hold of our client, and so far we have been unsuccessful in that. So we would just let the court take the decision on this matter.
Governor, we were first here on October 21st. The defendant did not appear. It was adjourned until November 9th. The defendant did appear. So it was set for a third hearing on November 19th. The court was closed, obviously, until today. Defendant's not here. Counsel has been unable to reach him. I've had no real contact on the case. I would ask for a default judgment of $8,825 in rent plus costs.
So how long has your office been trying to reach out to Mr. Duhart? Ms. Indra?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
I'm sorry. How long has your office been trying to reach out to him? Over the last couple of months or so? Or?
That's correct, Your Honor. Ms. Harris Esther, as well as Mr. Henry Adams, who's a legal staff from LLA, they have been trying to reach the client. I started representing the client from yesterday, and I also have made several attempts for our court hearing today, and it was unsuccessful, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Horka, I do see that there is a judgment that was entered in this matter on the 5th of March of 2020. I suppose that your request is that the court would grant an order amending the judgment in this matter. Is that what you're asking for, sir?
I was unaware of the prior judgment. I thought this was a new filing. If this is a hearing for eviction, which I'm now seeing as well in my filing, I would just ask that the court sign the eviction at this point.
All right. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, this was a consent judgment that was entered. All right. Under all the circumstances here, the court will grant a petition for an order of eviction in this matter. The court will sign the writ application that is contained within the court's file at this time. The court would allow for execution on the writ after the delay of 10 days. So I'll set it over. The writ may be executed on or after the 15th of January. And so ordered at this time.
Aaron, did you set a second hearing on this?
I'm sorry, no, no additional hearing.
Just a delay in the execution until after the 15th?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and regarding the suffix 6906, is there any counsel representing POW, or is there a POW on this Zoom? Anyone there yet?
Your Honor, Valerie Dahlstrom, P84045 on behalf of the defendant, and I see Ms. Powell is in the courtroom.
Thank you. Where are you, Ms. Powell? Oh, yeah, I see you there.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. and Mrs. Powell, we're here.
Yes, we're here. All right, thank you. Thank you. I see you there now. All right, counsel, you may proceed at this time regarding this matter, Ms. Dahl.
Your Honor, Mr. Horka and I have been speaking a lot on this case, and we're very close to a resolution. So we're basically just looking for a couple of weeks to finalize the agreement and submit it to the court.
All right, so I will then at this time go ahead and set the matter over for the 14th of January, and I'll set the matter on for 9 o'clock a.m. In anticipation that the parties may very well be able to resolve the matter before that date. You understand, Mr. and Mrs. Powell, what's going on here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, all right. We do. All right, thank you very much. So, Mr. Horka, you got that date, sir?
Yes, I do.
January 14, 9 o'clock a.m. will be the next action date on this matter. All right, thank you very much on this one.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Powell, I will be reaching out to you later today, so you can leave the call now.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Do I have Mr. Wine or Mr. Katz on this matter, on this Zoom? Mr. Katz, Mr. Wine, either of you? Do I have Mr. Galick, Pat? Mr. Galick? All right. Do I have someone from Mr. Sagati's office?
Your Honor, this is Andrea Enright. I have one of the cases with Mr. Katz's office that he submitted a dismissal. I think it was probably to Tammy during the shutdown, but I'm not sure if he was going to appear today. I didn't get a response to that question.
Let's go on the record in this regard. This is 20-346575. That's Town Square Apartments versus Carlos Jones regarding property at 20510 Prevost Apartment 4-B1. Your appearance at this time, Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrea Enright, P70981 for the defendant, Mr. Jones.
And is Mr. Jones on this Zoom?
He is not, Your Honor. Mr. Jones moved from the premises, which is why Mr. Katz had submitted the dismissal. I had email conversation with Mr. Katz yesterday saying that he had sent that in. I'm not sure if it was via email or regular mail, but there should be a dismissal entered. I'm not sure he's going to appear today. I'm not sure one way or the other whether he's going to appear today, but I do know that the case should be dismissed, and I have that email confirmation from him.
Very well. I will grant an order dismissing this matter. There may be a dismissal floating around somewhere, but if not, if we can't get our hands on it, I will sign the proper dismissal nonetheless, based upon the representation. So,
okay.
So we don't see that. Dismissal.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is Valerie Dahlstrom with Michigan Legal Services. I had one other case before you, and it was also a conditional dismissal that I just emailed Madam Clerk this morning, and it was for 6546.
I've got that one. That would be case number 20-346546. That is Absolute Profitable Investment LLC versus occupants of property at 19691 Helen Street. And I see that the names of William White and Terry Boston have been inserted in relationship to that address. I do also see that there is the submission of a proposed consent order of dismissal. Counsel, that's what you're talking about regarding this matter, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. I will go ahead now and sign the orders as submitted, and that will close this matter out. And thank you, Counsel.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. And I am done today with you, but it was good to see you, Your Honor.
No, don't go.
I was looking forward to our pre-Thanksgiving, court hearings, and it never happened.
It just never happened.
Well, Happy New Year to all of you, and I will see you soon.
All right, all the best. So. Do I have, do I have someone for Gromer? Do I have someone for Gaelic?
I'm here for Gaelic, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Judge, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Okay.
you. All right, this is case number 2348055. This is Jimmy Jones Sr. versus Jeremy Montgomery and Selena Montgomery, and occupants of property at 12066 American Street. And I note that there are two other matters that I have with Mr. Gaelic, but their time is a little bit later than right now. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Yes, Christopher Asphalt, 53129, on behalf of the plaintiff, Jimmy Jones.
Thank you, counsel. I do note that that Ms. Montgomery and Mr. Montgomery, I did see them on the Zoom, and they remain on the Zoom. Good morning to you, Mr. Montgomery.
Good morning.
And good morning to you, Ms. Montgomery.
Good morning.
All right, have either one of you spoken with a lawyer regarding this matter, Ms. Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery?
No.
No.
You understand that you have the right to seek the assistance of a lawyer to discuss this matter, and that there are lawyers available in this Zoom that may very well be willing to talk with you regarding this non-payment action that you have before the court. Would you like to speak with someone in this regard?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So let's do that, and I'm going to connect you with someone. Ms. Indra, are you able to speak with the Montgomerys regarding this matter?
Correct, Your Honor. I can speak with them.
All right. And so, Mr. Asphalt, I'm going to send Ms. Indra and the Montgomerys into a breakout room regarding this matter, and then we'll come back to it and get some information as to how this might go forward.
Very good, Judge. And I mentioned to your clerk, I just wanted to mention to you as well, I have another Zoom here, so I'm kind of going back and forth, but I'm going to keep you on. So if I'm not responsive right away, I will be shortly after that.
All right. And one of the things that we do on this one, because I know you have two other matters in front of me this morning, this is likely, I think this is in fact the first hearing in this matter. So it's going to be adjourned to a future date. And so I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and adjourn it now. Ms. Indra will be able to make contact with you, Mr. Asphalt, as to any negotiations or discussions there may be as we get to get this resolved. So, Ms. Indra, how far out, are you thinking? My anticipation is to set it sometime during the week of the 18th, say maybe the 20th or 21st of January as the next action date.
Yes, Your Honor. That would be okay for us to work on the EDP.
All right. So that gives you some time to be able to work on that. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Just one small request. Would you be able to make it on either a Tuesday or a Friday, the next hearing?
All right, very well. So that if I put it on Friday, that will be the 22nd of January. I will set it over for the 22nd of January at 9:00 a.m. Obviously, if the parties get it worked out in the interim, they can just submit an order and that will resolve things. So the 22nd of January, and I'll set that on for 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank you.
1/22, 9 o'clock a.m. And
Judge.
Mr. Montgomery, you got that information in this regard?
Say that again.
I'm sorry, we couldn't
You
hear
got the
you.
information regarding the next date, is that correct?
No.
All right, so I'm going to send you in a breakout room to speak with Ms. Indra, and she will go over the next date that you'll be coming back into the Zoom. But she's going to talk.
Okay.
The next date is the 22nd of January at 9 o'clock a.m. But Ms. Indra will go over that information with you in the breakout.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Aspal, were you saying something, sir? Sorry.
Yes, no problem, Your Honor. And my other two cases, are you adjourning them right now as well to that date, or we'll wait until you call those?
Yeah, I have to wait because we're not at that time yet.
Okay, no problem. I'll try and be responsive when they come up.
All right, very well, sir. All right.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Talk back to you in a moment. Ms. Indra, I'm sending you to breakout room number 1. You're going to get a prompter, Ms. Montgomery and Ms. Montgomery, on your device to go to breakout room number 1 as well, and you'll meet with Attorney Indra at that location.
Your Honor, will you be able to also add Ms. Madeline from Lakeshore Legal Aid into the breakout room with me?
All right, and I will send her to breakout room number 1 as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gotcha.
You said it's for the.
Got to load it on there.
Okay.
That's what I always do, so if you don't get it, you'll see it. Being sloppy. All right, this is case number 23-48075. This is Spot Realty Incorporated versus Carney McGee and other occupants of property at 12086 Lauder. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Counsel, your appearance at this time, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Eric Wine for the plaintiff, P56893.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wine. And do I have someone residing at the property on Lauder Street, Mr. McGee, or any person living at the address on Lauder 12086? All right. And counsel, this appears to be the first hearing on this matter. I see that the complaint, it looks like a hearing date was set for the 19th of November, but of course the court shut down, and so nothing happened after that. So what I'm going to do is, given that it is the first hearing date, I'm going to renotice it and allow for this matter to come up on again and give a definitive opportunity to come in. I'll set it over for the 15th of January, and I'll set it on that date at 9 o'clock a.m. We'll do a new notice, and that'll be the next action date. If it does not appear at that time, the court will enter judgment by default.
Okay, the 15th, you said, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. January 15th, 9 o'clock a.m. is the next action date.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you.
All right, good to see you. Happy New Year to you, sir.
You too. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. This is This is case number 20348079. This is Harold Villa, VELLA versus Charity Urban and other occupants of property located at 19484 Concord Street in the city of Detroit. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court also calls the suffix 8067. That's Walter Baran, VARAN, versus Deanna Matlock and other occupants of property at 8046, strike at 8056 East Hollywood. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court calls the suffix 8059. That's JAIF Detroit LLC versus Stephen Teasley and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 15771 Steel Street. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court calls the suffix 8063. That's Charles River Real Estate LLC versus Maria Calhoun and other occupants of property at 13548 Manitoba. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court calls the suffix, strike, the court calls 2034680. That's Randall Acquisition and Property Management versus Eddie Dotson and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 70 Claremont, Apartment 2 East. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint to recover possession of property. The court calls 2034871. That's Midwest Property MANA versus Salam Muslim, that's MAZLOUM, and other occupants of property located at 8251 Maynard. That matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. The court calls the suffix 8083 and 8087. In 83, Melvin McDonald versus Danita Taylor and other occupants of property at 12126 Roland Street. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent regarding 087 Prestige Realty Services LLC versus Quinard Sanders and other occupants of property at 18838 Kelly. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your appearance regarding these matters, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name's Dennis Flesland, P30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. I am standing in for the attorney of record, Mr. Sagatti, this morning, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, counsel. In first instance, is there any plaintiff, any defense attorney on the Zoom that is representing anyone that I call, any defense attorney? If you have one of these cases, please identify yourself at this time if you are a defense attorney on one of these matters. Very well. So do I have on this Zoom Charity Urban? Do I have Ms. Urban or occupants of property at 19484 Concord Street? If you on the Zoom, say something. All right, this appears, I'm sorry. Do I have Miss, do I have someone on Concord? All right, so it appears that this is the actual first hearing date on this matter, and it appears the defendant has not appeared. Given the first date, the court is obliged to adjourn the matter over to a subsequent date, and that subsequent date is going to be the 15th of January. That's a good thing. That should be enough time for me.
This has to be like two. I would probably say 2 years. I'll put it out today.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so
Your Honor, Your Honor, just to make sure you know, our file reflects personal service of this matter.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm still going to set it over We'll do a renotice, given that we're just coming out of this big shutdown. I'm going to set it over for the 15th. Our clerk's going to send a notice out today, so we give that person yet another opportunity to come in. If the defendant does not appear at that time, the court will grant judgment by default and will enter the same on that day. All right, now, regarding the suffix 8067, do I have Deanna Matlock on the Zoom?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Ms. Matlock. And you reside in the property of East Hollywood, is that correct, ma'am?
Who?
East Hollywood Street?
Yes, 8056.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Ms. Matlock. Ms. Matlock, you understand that you have the right to an attorney in this matter to speak with someone, and that there may be resources available.
Yes, I've already got resources.
Excuse me. You understand that you have the right to assistance of an attorney and that there may be resources available to you. Is that correct? You understand, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Have you spoken with someone as of yet, ma'am?
Yes, for the payment?
Have you spoken with an attorney yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me, you're indicating that you may have spoken with someone regarding funds that may be available, some agency. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Let me see if I can get a lawyer that you might be able to speak with to go over what your legal rights might be in this matter. And they might also be able to connect the resources that you've already reached out. So let me see if I can get someone that will speak with you, ma'am. Who's available at this time?
Sure, and I can speak with her.
All right, thank you, Ms. Enright. Attorney Enright is going to speak with you. I'm going to send you to a breakout room so that you can speak with her privately and go over the issues that you've already worked on in this case. And she'll also give you information regarding your overall rights concerning this language. You understand, Ms. Matlock?
Yeah. Ms. Enright, our client has indicated that they are interested in pursuing EDP, just so you know, for planning purposes. Yeah.
That's helpful. Thank you.
All right, so Ms. Matlock, you're going to get a notification to go to breakout room number 2, and Ms. Enright is going to meet you there so that the two of you can talk privately regarding your matter. You understand, ma'am?
Okay, how do I get the notification?
Look at your device.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, and welcome back, Ms. Indra. And I know that you've had an opportunity to speak with the parties, and I've already set the date on that matter. Nobody's going to get skipped. If I called your name, I'm coming to you. I promise you, I will not skip. All right, so the next matter that I'm looking at is the suffix 8059. That is JIF Detroit versus Stephen Teasley on Steele Street. Do I have Mr. Teasley on Steele Street or any person on at the Steele Street address? All right, this appears to be the first hearing in this matter. It does appear that the defendant has not appeared at this time. I'm going to go ahead and set this over for the 15th of January, 2021, 9 o'clock a.m. If the defendant does not appear at that time, the court will be inclined to grant judgment by default. This will be the second hearing in regard to this matter.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Counsel. Now I'm looking at 8063. This is regarding L'Oreal Calhoun regarding the property on Medital Street. If you are that person or you reside on Medital Street, please identify yourself at this time on this Zoom.
Your Honor, may it please the court, Dennis Flesland, P30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Yes, sir.
Our file does reflect it was personal service in this matter.
Thank you, Counsel. And it looks like I don't have that, but I'll take your word for it. I'm going to go ahead and set it over for the 15th of January to allow a just in case hearing, if you will, last opportunity. So I am setting it, given that this is the first hearing date, for the 15th at 9:00 a.m. That will be the next action date on this matter.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Counsel.
The 15th, you already like, did you want, for the 15th, you already like 32 cases, you want to change, then go to the 19th? I just check it.
Well, I'll put whatever he is. They're not here.
Okay.
And I'm making reference now where counsel had previously entered his appearance regarding 6980. That involves Eddie Dotson and property at 7 Claremont, Apartment 2 East. If you live at that location, if you're Eddie Dotson, please say something at this time. And this appears to be, well, it actually, counsel, it seems that there was a, well, it seems that there was a hearing on the initial date was set for the 23rd of October. And then there was a notice for the 19th of November. Well, given that defendant does not appear to be here, I'm going to err on the side of a bit of caution and simply set it over for the 15th of January at 9:00 a.m. And I'll look at the matter at that time. If the defendant does not appear, the court is inclined to grant judgment by default at that time.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. I'm dealing now with the suffix 8083. This is regarding Danita Taylor and occupants of property at 12126 Vaughn Street. And do I have Ms. Taylor on this Zoom? I believe I do. All right,
Yes,
good.
sir.
All right, thank you, Ms. Taylor. Ms. Taylor, you reside on Vaughn Street, is that correct, ma'am?
Correct.
And Ms.
Yes,
Taylor,
Your Honor. Dennis Flesland, P30289 for the plaintiff.
All right. And Mr. Flesson, I've got your appearance on these already.
Okay.
I wasn't stepping over you, but you.
That's fine, Judge. We're good.
I'm going through to see if I have the defendants are here. On this one, Ms. Taylor is in fact here. Ms. Taylor, you had an opportunity. Have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding what your rights may be in this matter regarding funds?
No, I was affiliated with Lakeshore Legal Aid, but nobody got back with me for the court date.
All right, very well. All right, so let's get you with someone that can talk to you about your rights in this matter and perhaps connect you to resources that may be available as well. That makes sense to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
That's a lot of beer for a ma'am. I hope none of you ladies out there grow that much. You know?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Taylor, I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk with Ms. Ingram regarding this matter. She's an attorney with Lakeshore, and she's going to go over what your rights are and provide information regarding resources that may be available to you as well. So I'm going to put you in break rule number 1 to do that. I'm going to go ahead and adjourn your case until the week of January the 18th. We're going to set it, I believe we're setting it on that Friday for your clients, Madam Counsel, Friday the 22nd. So Ms. Taylor, that's when you're going to come back into the Zoom. Between now and that time, your attorney is going to be working on your behalf to see if this case can be resolved.
Okay.
So you'll get to talk with her today and exchange information. But then you come back into the Zoom on Friday the 22nd.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Ms. Indra, our client is interested in pursuing EDP, if that's any help to you.
Thank you. I'll be following up with you on that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So just one moment, Ms. Taylor, I'm going to send you to a breakout room in just a moment.
Okay.
Did you set a time on the 22nd, Your Honor?
9:00 a.m., sir. So, Ms. Indra, you can return to number 1. Don't you go nowhere. I see you. Just hold on a second.
Thank you, Your Honor.
think the best date you have right here, like the 22nd,
Yes.
like the 29th, because 19th, 20, you got like 7, you can't use, you got a lot. And then after you have like bench trial, and one that says something about bench trial.
Okay.
You have a lot. I've been trying to check for you, see.
Yeah, I appreciate it, because I'll pile it up.
Yeah, because you have a lot on you.
All right, Ms. Taylor, there's your signal, and I wish you well.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Breakout room number 1 is occupied. Madeline from Lakeshore Legal Aid is with my other clients. So
Okay, all right. I must have messed something up there, so let me, all right, we'll take care of it. I'm going to send you to number 3, and then I'll send this table over to 3 as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, and still dealing with your matters, Mr. Fleshman, the suffix 8071, that's regarding Salam Maslow, M-A-Z-L-O-U-M, regarding the property on 8251 Main Street. And do I have anyone occupying the property on Main Street? Anyone occupying the property on Main Street? All right, it appears that person has not appeared. Given that this is the first hearing, I'm going to go ahead and set it on a date that I already had you coming back with this package of cases. So I'll leave it on the 15th because this will be, these cases will be heard in a group.
Okay,
So,
good.
At 9:00 a.m.
Perfect, Judge. Thanks.
And then finally, one we called already, 8087. That's Prestige versus Quinard Sanders regarding property on Kelly Road, 18835 Kelly. If I have Sanders on the Zoom or anyone residing at that address, please say something at this time. It does appear that the defendant has not appeared regarding this matter. Given that it is the first hearing, I am going to set this matter consistent with the other cases that Mr. Fleshman has this morning. They'll be set on the 15th of January at 9:00 a.m. and I'll revisit those matters at that time. Mr. Fleshman, the Matlock matter, where counsel is speaking with Matlock under 8067, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn that matter consistent with thoughts regarding the EDP program. I'm going to go ahead and set that one for the 22nd of January 22nd at 9:00 a.m. That will allow time to work on the EDP issues.
Okay, very good, Judge. Thanks.
Thank you. Good day to you, sir. And we'll let Ms. Enright, I believe it is, who spoke with that. I just need to remember that that date is the 22nd.
Okay.
All right, we're on the record regarding 23-4-8098. This is Argo Property Management LLC versus Harrison Stryker versus Candace Davis and other occupants of property at 14869 Biltmore Street. The court also calls the suffix 8102. That is Argo Property Management LLC versus Marie Williams and other occupants of property at 18603 Roselawn, the city of Detroit. It appears that these matters are before the court on the following respective complaints for non-payment of rent. There is a complaint for money judgment with regard to each of these matters as well. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Judge Christopher Asphalt, 53129, on behalf of the plaintiff in each case, Argo Property.
Thank you, counsel. And do I have anyone on this Zoom that resides at the property on Biltmore or that resides at the property on Roselawn? If you're on the Zoom and you reside at either one of those properties, please say something at this time. Do I have Marie Williams, or do I have Candace Davis? Now, if you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time. All right, it appears that neither defendant has appeared regarding these matters. And accordingly, given the fact that this is the first hearing regarding these matters, I'm going to set the matters over for, I got to give you the 20th now because the dates are filled. I'm going to set it over for the 20th of January at 9 o'clock a.m. So both of these matters, it'd be the second hearing. If defendant does not appear at those, the second hearing on these matters, the court will entertain a motion for entry of default judgment at that time.
Thank you, Judge.
So, good day to you, sir. Do I have someone for Gromer? Mr. Butchart, Mr. Gromer.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm here. I just got called in Judge Millhouse's court. I'll be right with you.
All right, not a problem, sir. Thank you. And I got a couple of items emailed to me. Green versus Steele's condition specified.
Was that for today?
Yeah, the suffix on it is 94199. So that's 19669.
Yeah.
941.
Oh, yeah, that's, I think that's the one I just put over here. That's for the 8th.
Okay.
Is that what it-
Yeah, oh yeah, right. I see it. It says 8, but they have a conditional dismissal. They submitted. We have it.
No, they have not sent it to me.
I can forward it to you.
Okay.
Okay. And then I also have Mr. Phillips. He sent something on that's the smart case. That's 203-48051.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I think the order was there.
Yeah. They haven't sent me anything to her yet. Not for this person.
All right, so I'm going to forward these to you.
Because all the rest of them I put in the files.
I mean,
All the rest of the cases I put in the file.
okay.
My email.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. LAT.
Apologies, Your Honor. I'm back whenever you're ready.
Okay.
So I'm sending. So I sent the Steele's case.
Okay.
Now,
Oh, okay. I see.
I'm going to send you the case that I have for this one. So check it.
Mhm.
Sorry, actually. All right, this is case number 20348091. This is PUAO versus Lola Reed and other occupants of property at 664 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, apartment number 304. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for a non-payment of rent. Your appearance for the plaintiff at this time.
Good morning and happy new year to you and your staff, Your Honor. My name is Brian Butchart, P66250. I represent the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Butchart, and happy new year to you as well, sir.
Thank you,
and
Judge.
I believe that I see Miss. What's your name for the record, ma'am? Yeah, you're still on mute, so.
I'm sorry.
What's
My
your name,
name
ma'am?
Lola
Last name?
Reed.
All right, thank you, Ms. Reed. Ms. Reed, you live at the property on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, apartment number 304. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Reed, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer that could talk to you regarding your rights in this matter and funds that might be available to assist you with resolving this case?
No.
All right, so I want to make sure that you get the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to set it up so that you could speak with someone today that may be able to assist you in that regard. So what I'm going to do in addition to that is I'm going to go ahead and set this case for the next hearing date, given that this is the first hearing. I'm going to set you up with an attorney that you can talk to today, and then you'll have the next date to come back to court as well. So that next date that I'm going to give you to come back to court is going to be the 22nd of January at 9:15. January 22nd, 9:15 a.m. And so you want to zoom back in then. But I want you to hold tight, because as soon as I have a lawyer available, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with that lawyer so that they can go over your rights and describe to you what resources may be available to help you resolve your case. You understand, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. All right. So just hold tight, Mr. Butchart. That's the new date in this matter, and either Indra or Miss Enright are the two attorneys that are in this Zoom today. They're both speaking with someone at this time.
Okay, very good. I'm just going to duck out then, Your Honor, unless you need me for anything else, and hopefully one of them will be able to call me and we'll work it out.
Very well, sir. Thank you, and good day to you, sir.
Good day. Thank you.
So, Ms. Reed, you just hold it tight. I'll get someone to you in just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Madam Counsel, I know that you're just back in, and I know that you spoke with Ms. Taylor. I believe did I already give you the date, the next date for Ms. Taylor?
That's correct, Your Honor. That's on January 22nd.
Yes. All right. And so that's when everything is all set up. I have a young lady, Miss Lola Reed. She lives on Martin Luther King Boulevard, case number 20348091. And Mr. Butchart is handling this matter. His client is P-U-A-O versus Lola Reed. And I told Ms. Reed I would give her an opportunity to speak with someone. I've also gone ahead and set the date of the 22nd of January at 9:15 a.m. as her next hearing date in this matter. And so I want to send her to a breakout room so she have an opportunity to speak with you and go over what her rights may be in this matter.
Okay, Your Honor.
Is that okay with you, Ms. Indra?
Yes, that's okay with me, Your Honor.
So I'm going to send you.
Add Madeline? I'm sorry. I was just saying that will you also be able to add Madeline to the breakout room with me?
I will do so. All right. And so, Ms. Lola, I'm sending you, Ms. Reed, I'm sending you to breakout room number 3. You'll be able to speak with Ms. Indra in that particular room. And I just sent you there. You have it prompted now. And Ms. All right. And Ms. Renal, I'm taking you out of 1 and putting you to 3, ma'am. So you go in there in just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Did you get your prompter, Ms. Renaud?
I did not, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce you into 4, and then I'm sending you right back to 3. So don't click on 4. I'm just sending you there to reset. And now you should see 3 come up one.
Okay.
Good morning to you, Mr. Abbott.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is case number 23-48106. This is Boyd Team Property Group LLC versus Felida Houston and other occupants of property at 16680 Edmore Street. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Judge Coleman. My name is James Abbott, P26085. I represent the plaintiff, Parkton Properties.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have someone residing at the property on Edmore Street on the Zoom? If you are, please say something at this time. All right, I see a young lady with a Galaxy phone. Who are you, ma'am?
I'm with another case.
Yeah, what's your name?
Wendy Williams. Broke up.
All right, which case are you on, ma'am? You have a case number?
203-45958.
All right, I got you there. Set for 11:20. We'll be right back with you on that matter shortly, ma'am.
Okay.
So, Mr. Abbott, I know that regarding 8160, that this is your, this is the first hearing on this matter. I do not see where the defendant has appeared. So I'm going to reset this for a second hearing to the extent that does not appear at the next hearing. The court will entertain a motion for entry of judgment by default. So I'm setting that new date. I kind of ran out of space, so I got to set it over for the 20th of January, 1:20. And that'll be at 9 o'clock p.m.
January 20th?
Yes, sir. January 20th, 9 o'clock a.m., sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe I also had a 9:30 that I may have missed.
Yeah, and I called that and set another date on that, sir. And so I got it.
I think we have a conditional dismissal.
Exactly right. That's what it was. I signed the conditional dismissal order.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And so, ma'am, you're holding tight because your case is at 11:20. We'll come back to that. And I also have Mr. Gibbs that's set at 11:10. So those are matters that I'm coming to. Hello.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
I am good. Real good morning.
Latifah.
Yes.
The judge stepped out for a second.
Yeah, he just
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Oh.
You need a moment, do you?
No, this is me, Deborah. I'm good, Judge.
Okay. All right. We get ready to roll
All right,
and just giving folks a little bit of a moment. All right.
Okay. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Got your video on?
I hear something, but I don't see no picture. It was a picture of the courtroom. My microphone.
It's faking.
Hmm? Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, the judge will be right with you.
Okay. I just want to make sure somebody. Beg your pardon?
You have already checked in, right?
Yep. Marlon
Okay.
Parham.
Oh, okay, all right, he'll be right with you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Well, it looks like I have some wonderful legal customers.
Oh,
All right, so. Still with case number 23-45509. This is Hammond, Hamame, Hammond versus Christopher Blunt and other occupants of property located, looks like at 19117 Elmira. This is saying the city of Highland Park. Court would not have jurisdiction to hear a Highland Park case. Let's see what's going on. Do I have counsel on this matter? Who's on this case? Anybody present on Hamame versus Christopher Gunn? All of the, just one moment, I'm looking through the file here. It seems like all of the information is suggesting that this is a Highland Park property. The notice to quit indicates Highland Park. The summons indicates Highland Park. Given that that's all I have is Highland Park throughout this file, I could not find where the court would have jurisdiction to hear this matter. I should indicate that venue would not be proper.
Judge, it's kind of difficult to hear you.
A venue would not be proper in this case because this is a Highland Park address. Therefore, this matter would be dismissed.
Okay.
The court now calls 23-45958. This is Marlon Parham versus Bobby Clay and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 18045 Myers Road. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. There is a notice of money claim in this matter as well. Your appearance at this time.
Yes, Your Honor, may it please the court. My name is Dennis Flesland, P30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, Marlon Parham. He is present online as well, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, Mr. Parham. Regarding Bobby Clay or any person residing at the property on Myers Road, if you are on this Zoom, please say something at this time.
This is Wendy Williams.
All right, Ms. Williams, and what is your relationship to the property on Myers?
I reside here also.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, and so Ms. Williams, have you had opportunity, occasion to talk with a lawyer regarding your legal rights in this matter, and also regarding the programs that might be available to you to assist you with resolving this matter?
No,
Otherwise?
no, Your Honor.
Your Honor, there's another issue with this one that Mr. Parham may be able to speak to more accurately, but apparently there is an improper or illegal electrical hookup at this property, according to the information I have in the file. Mr. Parham, do you know anything about that?
Yes, Your Honor. I had one of my handyman that went over there to inspect and look at the outside of the property and sent me photos. And in the photos, it was illegal use at the property. And I also, just to verify, I did call DTE, and they verified that that it was illegal usage over there at the property for the past year.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Ms. Williams an opportunity to speak with a lawyer in this regard. And thank you for bringing that information. She will also raise that information. We will discuss that and see if this case can be resolved in some manner. Obviously,
Okay.
those are
Your Honor, he's not also telling that the property is in somebody else's name and the house been in foreclosure for 3 years.
All right, so that's why
And
you're
taking
going
our
to
money.
want to talk. Let me stop you, Ms. Williams. You're going to want to go over those issues with your attorney, and
Okay.
And then she can address those before the court. So it does seem like there may very well be some issues on both sides of this. A part of this is to see if the parties can find a way to a resolution. If they can, they can. If they can't, ultimately would conduct a hearing to determine what the facts are in this case. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set it up so that Ms. Indra, are you available to speak with Ms. Williams?
That's correct, Your Honor. I can speak with her.
All right, so Attorney Indra is going to speak with you, Ms. Williams. I'm going to put you in a private breakout room so that you have an opportunity to go over what your rights are and to discuss the issues in this case. I'm going to, Mr. Parham and Mr. Scott and Mr. Fessler, I'm going to go ahead and set this matter over for Friday, the 22nd of January. That will be the next next hearing date on this matter. Obviously, if the parties find a way that they can get it resolved in between that period, then all they would have to do is submit documents to the court, and then the court could get this matter to its final resolution. But in any event, if that doesn't happen, then the parties will be back in front of me on the 22nd of January at 9:30 a.m. January 22nd at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, okay, Your Honor, but I just want to point out, and I know everybody knows this, that if this is actually an illegal electrical hookup, that presents a substantial danger to this home and to the neighboring homes and the people who live in that area. And maybe Ms. Indra can address that with the client as well while she's working on this.
I think I said as much, and I think it's a good thing that at least some of the issues are being put out on the table right now, so that parties, as they try to resolve this, any resolution would be global, and they can maybe take all of these issues into consideration to get down to the core and get this resolved. So I'm setting that control date. In the worst case scenario, the parties will be back in front of me, and hopefully some of these issues are resolved by that time. If not, the court will then start making some decisions as to what happens.
What did you set a time on the 22nd, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. 9:30 a.m.
Okay, very good.
All right. All right. So, Ms. Indra, I'm going to send you back to number 3, I believe you're in, and I'm going to send Ms. Williams to breakout room number 3. Ms. Williams, you'll get a prompter on your device, and once you receive that prompter, just go to breakout room number 3. And I'm also going to send Ms. Renault into that room as well. Is that correct, ma'am?
That's correct.
Yes. All right, so Ms. Williams, you'll receive a prompter right about now. And you'll close that.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Renault there now.
Your Honor, while I have you, there was another case this morning ending in 6546 that we didn't take care of in that big batch that we did. I was wondering if you may have taken care of that before I checked in.
I'm sure that I did, but let's find out exactly what happened. Ms. Finch, please.
It was dismissed. 6546, absolutely profitable.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was dismissed.
Yes.
Mr.
That's what I had.
Okay. On a voluntary dismissal or for failure to appear?
No, it would not have been a failure to appear.
Okay.
It was obviously dismissed because I received something that indicated that it
But
should
Ms.
be.
Dahlstrom, let me see.
Yeah, Ms. Dahlstrom was on that matter and indicated that the parties had reached a resolution or result in the matter being discussed. I remember.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll follow up with that. Thank you.
Ms. Enright, do you know something about what we're talking about?
Not that particular case, Your Honor. I just have another one with Mr. Flesland that I did an intake with Deanna Matlock.
Yeah.
Did we schedule an adjourned date already and I missed that?
He did, and I don't.
The 22nd.
22nd?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Good day. Thank you, Mr. Prime. See you on the next hearing.
Yeah.
All
right. Okay, good day, Your Honor.
Ms. Matlock, you can hang up too and I will be in contact.
Thank you.
I gotta see that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Parham, you can disconnect.
Okay, thank you.
Tomorrow we can get on the screen, we can't speak to a person. Yes, tomorrow we get on the screen, we can talk to them, not person. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we on the screen, sure. Yeah, we can talk directly to them. Well, yes.
right, and I see a person, True Aaron. Are you on the case here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, well, don't be ticklish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, explain that to him. And then I said he'll be someone to talk to him. Okay. All right. All right, you're welcome.
Your Honor, I think that Indra is with the last person who's on your docket this morning, so I'm going to say good to see you. Feels like it's been a long time since we've been on this docket, but it's good to see you and glad to see you all and hope you've had a good holiday.
Likewise, I'm just glad that things are not just imploding and falling apart. You stay away from this for a while and you come back and say, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
I'm glad this maybe in some kind of rhythm, I'll be able to help this one move forward.
I certainly hope that
All the best to you.
you as well. I'll see you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care.
What is the court date?
So that is a wrap for us.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any other cases.
Okay.
What did you say?